Just days to go to the Minnesota State Fair, and we meet a man helping with a new experience at the Eco Experience. You could call him the king of reclaim. Kent Erdahl has more on his mission to salvage that's spreading.
Weeks before this St. Paul home was torn down,
this room and that room,
Jeremy Marshik got down to business.
Stacking up the white oak to bundle it for easy transport.
He's not just salvaging this old flooring.
It would have been destroyed.
He's saving it.
It looks a little dingy now, but once it's reinstalled, it can be refinished and it will look beautiful.
If the guy with the soft spot for old hardwood seems familiar,
call him a Garofis.
it's because in 2022, Carol Evan visited Jeremy's Reincarnation Corporation, his first full-time wood salvage business, born from years of biking around town on his free time, rescuing lumber thrown out by contractors.
I've found that from talking to them, they're more than happy to let you take what is about to be sent to the landfill in the dumpster.
Since then, he's changed the name to Lumberstash, and business has really picked up.
We get most of our lumber before it hits the dumpster now.
And now he's hitting up more than just homes.
Is this the biggest job yet?
This is our first commercial job. Thanks to you guys, I got on the news, which was a huge boost, and I've just been following the waste upstream.
Marshik spent weeks this spring working inside the Victoria Crossing building on St. Paul's Grand Avenue, which formerly housed Billy's on Grand, a jute salon, and other stores all under one roof.
This is 100-year-old fur, and you can see these giant beams.
But he's not just here for the lumber.
HVAC ducts, lighting.
And he's not doing it alone.
I'm just fishing for copper, really.
Gabe Andre has been salvaging cabinets and copper for years.
Treasure hunting, basically.
And he's now one of 7 people who also help Lumberstash respond to jobs like these faster.
The more that we do, the more we can do. The more people that we have, the bigger the network, the more things that we can save, the more projects we can be on.
And a project like this one
We'll get all of that steel reused also.
presents tons of opportunity.
It must have been a $10,000 door. Stuff like this is routinely thrown away. It's just there's not enough people connecting the dots.
He says the most critical dot is connecting the people
These windows,
quickly.
that's a family that lives a few blocks away. They're building a cabin.
That's where his social network comes in,
Out of the jute salon.
allowing him to advertise and move a lot of materials
Where are you going to put them?
That's to be determined.
without needing to pay for a warehouse or staff retail space.
Our goal is just to sell it fast and cheap, and we just have to cover our labor that way. So we're really scrappy. We're able to save tons of stuff from here.
Scrappy.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Lean and mean. I like to say we're too small to fail.
But definitely not too small
I got a lot of help.
to have a big impact.
It's about community.
Dennis Verdeja is able to open a new kind of salon in East St. Paul,
Cabinets all around.
thanks to a lot of those old materials.
This door actually came from there. Here's the track lighting that's going to go up.
How much did these cabinets cost?
Well, actually, they were given to us.
Lumberstash donated many of the supplies to support the salon's mission, providing an affordable, flexible space for cosmetology students to launch their careers after school.
I'm grateful, and I'm pretty sure it helps out like the next person.
And pretty soon, it will also help educate.
This is our far end.
When the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency drew up plans for a new reuse room inside the State Fair Eco Experience, it tapped Lumberstash for help.
The flooring comes from an old house in St. Paul that would have been demolished and landfilled.
Yes, it's the same white oak rescued by Jeremy months ago.
Do it from the side here.
And just like Lumberstash, it will help lift up others, contributing to this growing movement.
Just lift her up a bit.
People are choosing to do this for financial reasons, for environmental reasons,
Other side too, a little bit.
and because it's fun, it's cool, it's unique and different.
Those items have a story, and you're a part of it and keeping that story going.
At the Minnesota State Fair, Kent Erdahl,
And we're just keeping that story alive.
KARE 11 News.
You know, even before the Eco Experience opens on Thursday, the Lumberstash story continues. A team member recently expanded the company's footprint into Duluth. And for more info on that and details behind the Eco Experience exhibit, visit KARE11.com.
Man, some people are just crazy. They have the talents with their hands and giving back. I got meteorologist hands, so.
You have talent with science and numbers.
Yeah, if you text me, I can give you a forecast.
Yeah, but numbers, we aren't getting the rain numbers, brother.
Yeah, well,
we aren't getting those rain numbers. We need them.